A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. Brad Henry. It is National Teachers Day, and inherent within that is an opportunity to reflect on how some teachers have inspired hope, ignited imagination, and a love for learning in many of our students. Hi, I'm Theodore Henry, and welcome to Jamaica Magazine. On today's show, we'll be talking with the teacher's helper and engaging some students who have been inspired by their learning environment to do great things. Do stay with us as I take you through the pages of Jamaica Magazine.
Did you know that in a recent survey done by the OCA in schools across Jamaica, 43% of the students received inappropriate messages from strangers? The OCA wants you to be smart online. Never speak to persons you don't know. Parents, encourage your children to be social but be smart.
This message was brought to you by the Office of the Children's Advocate with support from UNICEF.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, May 8. Government is projecting to spend between $27.2 and $31.2 billion on public health infrastructure development over the next 5 years. Expenditure begins this year. Minister of Health Dr. Christopher Tufton made the announcement during his contribution to the 2019-2020 sectoral debate in Parliament yesterday.
This, Mr. Speaker, will represent the largest investment in over 20 years in public health, and we are proud of it.
According to Dr. Tufton, upgrading work will take place on 7 hospitals. These are Spanish Town, Cornwall Regional, Kingston Public, St. Anne's Bay, Maypen, and the Bustamante Hospital for Children, along with construction of the Western Children and Adolescent Hospital. 10 health centers are also being upgraded. Among them, Greater Portmore, Old Harbour, and the Maypen West Health Centers. Minister Tufton says other critical health infrastructure needs will be addressed as part of a $100 million financing agreement that was signed last year.
50 million or 6.2 billion will be used to respond to the critical infrastructure needs in the areas of hospital beds, health center upgrades, and implementation of health information system.
He says $1 billion has been committed to begin the process of installing health information systems in at least 3 health regions. In other news, the safety and security of Jamaica's children is the focus of activities to commemorate National Workers' Week and Labor Day 2019. Special attention will be placed on children in the traffic environment under the theme Child Safety. It's you, it's me, it's all of we. Highlighting the need for this focus, Prime Minister Andrew Holness revealed that over 120 children have died on our roads in the past 5 years.
I want to make an appeal for sanity and good judgment to be exercised on our road. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your children. Do it for my children. Do it for your children. Do it for our children.
The Prime Minister also called for greater care and protection of the nation's children from all forms of abuse.
As a nation, we must actively work with law enforcement, not to take the law into your own hands, but to work with law enforcement to ensure that those who commit such horrible acts against the most vulnerable of our citizens are brought to account under the law.
Meanwhile, Culture Minister Olivia Grange says the national projects for Labor Day on May 23 will focus on creating safe spaces for the nation's children. They are Holland Primary in St. Elizabeth, Barrett Town and John Rollins Primary in St. James, Fair Prospect Primary in Portland, and Papine High School in St. Andrew. Works will include installing and brightening pedestrian crossings, improving school entrances, repairing and installing perimeter fences, debushing community spaces, and securing spaces for play. The Culture Minister is encouraging all Jamaicans to support these and other Labor Day projects.
We know the creativity of the Jamaican people, and we expect and welcome the many different ideas that will flow. As before, we encourage people to register their projects with the municipal corporations or with the Labor Day Secretariat in my ministry or on the GIS Labor Day portal.
Labor Day and Workers' Week celebrations kick off with a church service at the Meadowbrook United Church on May 19. Wreath-laying ceremonies to highlight the Labor Day movement are planned for Monday, May 20 at Sam Sharp Square in Montego Bay and at the National Heroes Park. A Labor Day concert will be held inside Emancipation Park on May 23. The Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, has taken steps to have its Caribbean Military Academy, CMA, achieve college status, as well as international and regional accreditation. The process was formalized on Tuesday through the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the University of the West Indies, UWI. Chief of Defense Staff at the JDF, Lieutenant General Rocky Meade, says the Caribbean Military Academy will be established as a college of the UWI. The CMA will provide JDF members with professional military education, utilizing international curriculums that are tailored to meet specific needs in the region and other developing countries.
Accreditation of our training will not only ensure that our members and other graduates have the highest standards of qualifications, but will ensure that when our soldiers are ready to join the civilian workforce anywhere in the world, they can do so with the confidence that the training that they have received and the certification will be readily accepted.
We are creating a narrative to build appetite for more training, more professional advancement, more research, more of the things that academies are expected to do to serve their people and to serve them well.
Students are being encouraged to develop a habit of reading to improve their academic achievements. The call came from Minister with Oversight for the Education Portfolio, Karl Samuda. He was participating in Read Across Jamaica Day on Tuesday at St. Richard's Primary School.
What you have to do is read, comprehend, and retain. So that if you're not able to read and comprehend and retain, then no other subject can enable you to succeed the way that you ought to succeed.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Energy Minister Fable Williams also read to students at Mona Heights Primary School and donated books to the institution. Read Across Jamaica Day is an annual observance which seeks to foster the habit of reading by encouraging parents and other members of the society to read a book to a child. And finally, as the nation observes Teachers' Day, Minister with Responsibility for Education, Karl Samuda, says teachers are deserving of our gratitude as they go beyond the call of duty in many cases. Minister Samuda says this underscores the undeniable importance of the role of teachers as Jamaica pursues its path towards sustainable development. In saluting their contribution to nation building, he has urged the teachers to renew and reaffirm their commitment to molding students, thus strengthening the fabric of our society. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
For over 40 years, the European Union and Jamaica have enjoyed a partnership built on shared values, trust and respect. Through a joint cooperation program, the EU is supporting Jamaica to achieve its development goals outlined in Vision 2030. Key areas of support include justice, financial reform, poverty reduction, health, human rights and democracy, environmental protection and agriculture. Jamaica and the European Union, promoting sustainable development and creating opportunities for all Jamaicans.
Teachers, here is an advanced way of getting the syllabus across in a fun and engaging way to students. It's Cheetah, the teacher's very own helper. Take a closer look at just what we mean.
The cheetah is known all over the globe as the fastest land animal in the world. But right here in Jamaica, there is a special type of cheetah that is not only known for its speed, but also for its unique relationship with students across the education system.
So our company name again is Cheetah. It's an acronym, Connect to Higher Education, Electronic Tools, Application and Help. So I thought it was more appropriate to definitely have a mascot, a live mascot that symbolizes our company. Our students have really liked it in terms of we have done dancing contests. So a lot of times we could see, how can you dance better than a cheetah. Okay, so here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, let's start.
In addition to, and arguably more important than its engaging cheetah mascot, this self-funded informal charitable arm donates numerous educational content and electronic tools to selected schools across Jamaica. These institutions are chosen on a needs basis.
So the tools include some of our books. We have a lot of books that we have created. Some of them are already on the ministry's book list. Like for instance, we have a book, Not Another Me, which coincidentally aligns with the Ministries of Education theme about who am I. And it's a great book in dual language, Spanish and English. And the words of the book are lyrics to a song. And it's a nice reggae song, a cheetah. And I searched all over and could not find Another Me. That's one of the many books that we have. And then we also have even our dancing cheetah toy, and I have him right here. Children love him. And so we have our books, we have our toy, we have our tablets.
We got approximately 80 tablets from the Cheetah project. We have been using those tablets for almost 2 to 3 years now, and they are helping us tremendously in reading and in mathematics. Students are now encouraged to use IT in their studies, and I'm quite certain when the students leave Norman Gardens for high school, they are going to be well prepared where technology is concerned.
I think it helps with my students so that they can learn how to do different types of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and other topics.
There's no way I know I could do it on my own. It's a big collaborative effort, and so I needed other persons to be on board with me. And so the first person I called was the person who I've interacted most, Ministry of Education. They have purchased most of my tools throughout the years.
The ministry has been in partnership with Cheetah Toys, as the company is called, since 2015. It has been going exceptionally well. She has also supported us in terms of scholarships for some of our students, and she's also participating in the development of PEP questions, working with our curriculum and other education officers. And last year, she actually did some GSAT preparation sessions for selected schools across the island.
The measurement for this line is what? 180. Now that I've drawn a line right here, what is the measurement for this side? 90 degrees. What is the measurement for this side? 90 degrees.
So you're going to pray, and you're also going to do proper planning and preparation, prevent poor performance. So what we're trying to do overall is just to inspire the children, to encourage them, and also to give them some of the tools that we believe will help them to excel. So we want to also be considered as the teachers' helpers. We're not going to go in and do something entirely new. We want to work in collaboration with the teachers, recognize what they need, and see how best we can help to facilitate them.
And I know the question you've all been asking is, why the name Cheetah?
I've always loved the color cheetah. I'm wearing my tie today, but I usually love the print. And then later when I've done the research, I found that cheetah is so different. It has made a name for itself. It's the fastest of all the land animals. So I think that the cheetah has a lot to offer. And I think like cheetah, the students that we're trying to impact, trying to inspire, they could also make a name for themselves.
Mommy,
Yes, Zoe?
When we read this book, it will only take 10 minutes.
Sure, sit down. Every spring, Madame Angel Wing arranges.
Do you have 10 minutes? Read with your child today. Reading with your children for just 10 minutes each day helps develop their language and listening skills, stimulates their imagination, and expands their understanding of the world. So, start reading with your child today.
Teachers are inspiring hope and igniting the imagination, and this is seen in how students in secondary schools across the island are being exposed to entrepreneurial opportunities. Today we show you how the Junior Achievement Company of Entrepreneurs is implementing an entrepreneurial development program in secondary schools, and how the various businesses operate.
Our business, we are currently making special glasses that are directly aimed at visually impaired or blind people.
I am the treasurer of Humble Ground Planting Supplies, and these are my seeding trays.
This is our first bag, one we made for feedback at school, and the children loved it.
Well, I am the CEO for Senior Eagles Company. Here with me today is my manager, Rakina Genius, our finance manager, Simone Wright, our human and resource manager, Janelle Anderson, our manufacturing and logistics director, Selvin Nicholson.
These grade 9 students at Jamaica College and Nain High School mean business. They're learning entrepreneurship by running real companies with real problems, real products, and real potential. They are part of the J-Seed program organized by Junior Achievement Jamaica and funded by USAID. At Nain High School in St. Elizabeth, students were using shoe boxes to protect their books and to give their school bags a more desirable shape. But there was a problem.
They are not long-lasting. As soon as you put them in your bag, by the end of the day, it's either crushed, if the rain falls, it wets.
The Senior Eagles Company spotted a business opportunity and developed the drop-it-in internal bag casing made from recycled 5-gallon plastic bottles. They do a better job at protecting valuables and shaping school bags than shoe boxes.
Here we have our manager dividing the jug into two halves when they're cutting the jug. This is our prototype, our work day while we were building the bag.
At Jamaica College, Vision is using modern technology to design glasses that warn the blind or visually impaired of obstacles in their path.
When infrared sensors, they're going to bounce off an object, and when the light bounces off an object, it will then come back to the process, which will process it, and go to the vibrating motor, which will then indicate to the wearer that there's an object in front of you.
Under J-Seed, 41 schools across Jamaica have added entrepreneurship to their grade 9 curriculum. Using the Junior Achievement Workbook as a guide, the students cover introduction to entrepreneurship, developing business ventures, conducting operations, and dissolving or expanding a business.
This really put me in the whole matter of the student-centered approach, wherein that it's not a chalk and talk. It's really getting into the brains of these students. The boys love it. They like to actually communicate with each other. They like to express themselves. And of course, it helps them to be more involved in the learning process.
At Nain High, the program is also student-centered and hands-on.
They sit and decide on what they want to do. They then go out and seek their own materials. They get back into their teams and they work on their product by themselves. I go around and I supervise and share ideas with them, ask questions and get feedback from them as well.
And based on the feedback, both the businesses and the students are growing.
some of them have become more confident. They're certainly more creative, and they're now gelling more with each other because they've had to work together to create their products.
We noticed that students in our school, they were putting their uniforms in their bags when they changed for PE. So after PE, their uniforms would get crushed.
To solve the problem, our Crafters Group, an award-winning recycling company, decided to produce waterproof gym bags from recycled plastic bags.
After we found the plastic, we washed them. The plastic is then dried, placed over an ironing board. We put fabric over the plastic and we iron the plastic. We let it cool, and after it's dried, we cut it. Then we line the plastic that's on the inside. Then we wrap cardboard with some of the plastic and then we line it. Then we turn over the bag, and so it's made from inside.
The students are also learning the importance of corporate social responsibility. Businesses at Nain High School use Labor Day to give back to the community.
It's a wonderful program because it's helping children all over Jamaica to showcase what they're capable of in terms of creativity, innovation.
I feel like this program, it's very great because it also exposes us and teaches us that there's many different good ideas out there, and shows us that we should be confident in our idea and try to bring it out as best as possible.
And there's even more exposure for these young entrepreneurs through competitions. For example, students can create commercials for their businesses and enter them into the Marketing Maven competition. There's also the FedEx Access Award, which awards businesses for being environmentally friendly and globally focused. The JC program, cultivating the spirit of entrepreneurship in grade 9 students and imparting profitable skills for work and life.
Did you know that the EU has been doing a lot of work in Jamaica? The EU provided some 23 billion Jamaican dollars to help people living in sugar-dependent areas. This means new houses for sugar estate workers, rehabilitated roads, improved schools, health centers, vocational training, business grants, and a wide range of action to improve the lives of people in sugar-dependent areas.
Life's sweeter for true with the EU.
It's Child Month, and while children should be celebrated all year round, dedicating a special block of time to them is always a good idea. And that includes those who are in our foster care program. Today we bring to you some details you might find useful about that program.
Have you ever thought about fostering a child but not so sure about how you can do so? Well, today is your lucky day. Get your pen and paper ready as we take you through all you need to know about the foster care program in Jamaica.
So what is foster care all about? Foster care is a process that allows non-biological parents to provide children in state care with a stable environment which contributes to their overall development. How do you become a foster parent? You have to be a responsible adult in good legal standing between the ages of 25 and 65. Must have accommodation that the child can be comfortably housed, gainfully employed or have some source of income, willing to undergo medical examination, must have a police record, meaning you must provide a police record, not that you must have a record, And finally, to agree to a home visit and assessments by the children's officers periodically as they supervise the child in placement.
And those are the basic steps you need to take to foster a child. I dare you to make a difference and foster a child who is in need of your helping hand today. For more information on foster parenting, visit any CPFSA office island-wide or call 876-948-284122.
It's Teachers' Day, and our educators are undoubtedly some of the most important tools for driving growth, creativity, and knowledge. But here are just a few more things that you, as a teacher, can practice to better prepare our nation's future, well, for the future. Number one, as educators, always be transparent and ready to help. Ensure that all students understand the content of the work and check to see if they are all on the same track. Number two, work continuously to grow in your profession. New research can improve your teaching skills, and it can also improve how receptive students are of the work content. Number three, and this is the last one, believe in your students and their dreams. Many students act based on how teachers treat them. Show your students a little more care and acceptance of their dreams and see how much impact you'll have on them. The JIS team also visited some students at the Lister Mayor Gilby High School for the Deaf, and one student shared with us why he loves his favorite teacher. Take a look.
I love Miss Pinnock. Reason being, because she uses Jamaican Sign Language and I learn a lot from her. Happy Teachers' Day.
From all of us here at the JIS, we appreciate all our teachers as you play a critical role in helping to make our country the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. And this is where we leave you for today. If you missed anything, you can watch it all again on our website or our YouTube page. And don't forget to keep up with us via our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages. And as we go through the day and life in general, remember what William Ward said. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires. Are you inspiring? On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Happy Teachers' Day, and do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.